The Daft Hour, Daft Hour, Daft Hour. It's the Daft Hour. It's the Daft Hour.
Hello and welcome to show 5 of the Daft Hour. This show 5 is known as the awkward fifth show, where we have many weeks in between show 4 and 5 because we were all off doing incredibly interesting things. I'm the artist formerly known as Bambi. Welcome to the Daft Hour. We are joined this time by our co-hosts, Morgan Fantastic. Hi Morgan. And we would like to welcome back Elvis Herod.
Hello.
Oh no! Wait. So
that was a big delay.
It was. We've got some audio issues, which
I actually said hello earlier.
Oh my goodness, this is awful. So this might not pan out.
That's true. I actually genuinely did.
Elvis has got quite an audio delay, so this should be quite interesting to see what happens here.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello, Herod. Nice to see you. Or hear you, even if it is 5 seconds later. Yes.
This is the time traveling show I think we're going to have to do.
Yes.
This is awful.
I'm doing that on purpose. Sorry.
I know. This is genuinely like one of my nightmares. Just this kind of delay.
It is horrible,
messes
isn't it?
with me. Yeah.
Do you know what my nightmare is?
What's that?
Is you deciding you've changed your name all of a sudden. That's my nightmare.
Why is it a nightmare? I've not changed my name.
You have.
It's just my real name. I am the artist. Okay, we're not going to go with my real name. We're going to go, but I don't want to be Bambi anymore.
No, so you're getting called Bambi throughout.
No, we are.
You are.
I am the
I'm not
artist.
changing. I'm not changing it.
Well, it's not up to you, is it?
I'm not changing it on any of the material.
On the okay. On the material we've got up. Oh, that's fine. Because no one looks at it, so I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
It says hosted by Morgan Fantastic, Elvis Herod, and Fuckface.
Right, so I am the artist formerly known as Bambi, now to be known as Fuckface. Is that okay?
That's
so
great.
Would you change it if I was known as Fuckface?
No, I wouldn't change it, Fuckface. No, I wouldn't
okay.
change you for anything, Fuckface.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, good. That's great. Elvis, what about you?
Well, I'm just delayed mainly. But I'm all right. I'm quite happy. Oh,
you just
feel like
the microphone.
Feel like in 5 seconds I'm going to hear a fart.
It's better than smelling it, I guess. So we obviously we have a video feed as well, and as well as Elvis's audio being way off, his video is slightly off, but not as much. And this is really odd.
He smells off as well after that trump.
What has everyone been up to anyway?
Why don't you start, Bambi?
Oh, I don't recognise that name.
Oh, sorry, Fuckface.
There you go. Okay, so what I've been doing is I've been painting all the flamingos. So I don't know if you know this. Flamingos aren't naturally pink. I go out there around the world and I paint them, but it's not a normal paint. It has to be an animal-friendly paint, and it's not paint. It's spray paint, because you can't get a brush on feathers. That's just a ridiculous idea. So what I do is I get a spray can of animal-friendly spray, and it's like a light kind of baby pink, and I hunt down all the flamingos and spray them. Now, any of the flamingos that escape, I have a tally, and I get very upset if I can't get them all. But the name's put on a list, and when I catch up to them, I'll know which ones they are, because the grey naturally before I spray them, and all the grey flamingos, you never see them because I horribly slaughter them and turn them into buttons for jackets. That's what I've been up to.
Right. Well, first of all, I've got some issues with that.
Yeah, of course you do.
Mainly, just why?
Why have you been doing that?
Yeah, that's my only. That's my main issue, really. Why?
I had some time off, and I noticed that the flamingo population was going grey, as I say, because that is actually their natural colour. And what actually turns them pink in reality is shrimp. They eat a lot of shrimp, and that's what gives them the pink colour. And there is a decline in the shrimp population, so that's why I've been going out and spraying them.
Instead of spraying them, you should have just give them different coloured foods. So you could have given them bananas, and they could have been yellow.
Blue Smarties, and they could have been blue.
Smarties, and they could have been Smarties.
Right. Next time I'll do that. I'll get a plethora of colours and have some rainbow flamingos. Be the most fabulous flamingo show in the world.
Yeah, it would be a flock of pride flamingos. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
Let's do that.
And I think if there is an animal that resembles pride in general, it is the flamingo.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They're just because they've got nice legs, haven't they?
They are fabulous. I think is what you were searching for there.
No, they've got nice legs.
Okay, they have pride in their legs. I think you might be missing the point here. Proud legs. I'm proud of my legs.
Proud of my legs. That's why they're always like, if you look at them, they've always got like one leg in and one leg up, because they're really cocky about it, because that's how proud of the legs they are.
Check out my leg.
It's like they're showing it like, yeah. Well, they can't do it at the same time because they'd be flying.
Yeah, and flamingos, as we all know, don't
Fuck
like
face.
flying. Yes, Bambi. No, that's formerly Bambi. I don't know who anybody is now.
I'm now Bambi, and you are fuckface.
Yes, Elvis.
I was just going to ask you. That's all. Did you have to be very stealthy when you were
chasing flamingos,
hunting down the flamingos?
Yeah. Well, another not known fact is that I am the stealthiest of chaps. In fact, when I was working when I was working in a retail store called That's Entertainment, no longer exists. There were a pack of fuckfaces themselves, so I can name them. So I was working in there, and this guy who was significantly larger than me, and I'm not a small chap, asked me to find him something, and I found it and got it for him and brought it to him. And he had the audacity to say, "Oh, you move quite quick and quietly for a big chap." So
maybe he was looking for tips.
Maybe he was, but yeah. So I am a stealthy guy for a big chap. So yes, I'm quite stealthy. But flamingos also are well dumb. Like they're just super stupid.
I've been living my life recently like a cat. Not necessarily as a cat, but like one. I like get up in the morning. I'll have a bowl of food. And then I'll have a lie down after that, just like relax all day, chill out, and go back to sleep after I've got up again. And sometimes I meow, but that's just for a laugh.
Do you like your belly scratched?
I've been drinking. Always. I like my belly scratched. I like to lick my own hands
and bumhole.
Sort of preen and clean myself. Yeah, I've been licking my own anus. And then sleeping. Yeah, I genuinely have pretty much been living like a cat, but a cat that drinks booze.
Do you have a cat name?
Peter.
Peter the cat.
Okay, Morgan, what have you been up to since we last spoke?
Nothing animal related,
Okay.
thankfully. To be honest, it was my birthday. It was actually both mine and Herod's birthday not that long ago.
You have a joint birthday, don't you?
We do have a joint birthday. And that's going to tie in with something later, because when I originally wrote down stuff to talk about in this show, it was supposed to be my birthday episode where we were going to record on my birthday, but we didn't do it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the content is about my birthday.
Okay.
Which happened 2 weeks ago. But we'll get to that later. But apart from that, I'll be honest, Not a lot. Not a lot. Not an awful lot. Not a lot. No.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not
No,
an
no,
awful
no,
lot. Not an awful
no,
lot.
no.
Not a lot.
To be honest, I probably should have started the conversation because it's a bit of a to finish on me on that segment is a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah, you've definitely ended this section. That's how we're going to end sections, by the way, with a bit of chess.
Yeah, it added to my gloomy mood. So yeah,
So you've been up to Nout.
no, I haven't been living like a cat. I've just been staring at walls.
Okay. Well, in reality, as well as painting flamingos, I've just been whinging about house things as usual.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. I've just been whinging in general.
Yeah.
General whinge.
Do your whinge voice. What's your whinge voice sound like?
I'm sick of this.
Does it get more high pitched?
My mouth gets wider and wider every
You
whinge.
get a Deidre neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Again,
I hate my life.
we're all doing an impression of Gigi Rashid, who looks like I guess like an extended turtleneck. But did she ever look like that? Or was that just as being mean?
She looked like a ball bag.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
she looked like a right scrotum neck.
She looked like the scrotum where you grab it and you pull it up, as a joke, and you go, "Here, does my scrotum look like a turkey?"
Someone actually did it at her funeral.
Did the
To her body, yeah. Look at you, you dead bastard. Your neck's like a fucking ball bag.
and that was the priest.
That was the priest.
Yeah.
That didn't
I
happen.
might book him for all of your funerals, actually.
The comedy, the joke priest. Nasty.
He's known as Ballbag Priest. Father Scrotum.
Is a speciality of making fun of people's necks.
Yeah, that's it. That's his only joke. It's all neck related material.
I'd like to see the program dedicated to that. Like like the A-Team where they have the intro and they tell you if you've got a problem and no one else can help it, these guys can do it. I want to know what the intro would be to this priest's show to tell you what he does. Like, if you've got a dead neck problem, call priesty bastard face.
Do you know someone
Father
who's just
Scrotum.
died?
Did your friend have a neck as a ball bag? Called Father Scrotum.
He's got a plethora of jokes ready.
That's actually the other way around. To have a neck as a ball bag. A penis and underneath it, just this neck. A little neck.
Or maybe on their neck is the penis.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, or a tattoo of it.
Yeah. Sure. Hey, that's what we've been doing anyway.
That is what we've been up to. But go on then, give us some news there, please.
Okay, so in the world of news, we have Dracula dishing out COVID jabs. 4-year-old spends £2,600 on SpongeBob, and hundreds of Joshes fight to crown the one true Josh.
Amazing. Elvis, you got some headlines there?
Yeah. Let me just look around the room. Oh yeah, Wizard ate a little girl.
A wizard, yeah.
Yeah, Wizard ate a little girl recently in Glastonbury.
Just need the headline, Elvis. Just
Yeah,
the
that's
headline.
Little girl eaten by Wizard in Glastonbury.
Right. I like how prepared we are for this show.
And yeah, I should have more, be able to come up with something quicker because of the massive bloody delay.
Yeah, you've got 5 seconds each time to think about it.
I'm actually just so blown away by the whole wizard incident. It really upset me, actually.
Okay, well, why don't we go through these stories, and then if you've got any more at the end.
Yeah, I'll think of some.
No, it's actual news. You're not supposed to give that away.
No, I mean, I'll remember.
You'll remember.
Yeah,
You'll do a bit of research.
Yeah, I'll do some research.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So, first headline, Dracula dishing out COVID jabs. So, basically, in Romania, where Dracula lives, he has a castle called Bran Castle, and it's a famous castle. It's basically the inspiration of the Dracula stories, where all these stories come. And basically, if you visit the castle at the moment, it's a true story. You get a tour of the castle, like a normal attraction, and then at the end of it, you get a free COVID jab.
That's amazing.
However, what they don't realise is on the way out, they get the COVID jab, but it's administered by Dracula, and it's done by his biting of his teeth.
Right.
So what he's done is he's coated
His teeth.
the Pfizer on his teeth.
Yeah.
So when he bites them, they're immune to COVID, but they're also dead and a vampire. So
They're all vampires now, yeah.
But, we all want the world to go back to normal, so I don't think people can complain, really.
No. They can't. No. That's it.
That's the news.
That's great.
A 4-year-old spends £2,600 on Amazon. So basically, there's a little child in America who likes... no, it's not. It's in England, actually, because it's pounds. Who likes SpongeBob. Right? And he wanted a SpongeBob lolly. So he went on Amazon, right? And he ordered one. But what he didn't realise was it's linked to his mum's account. Because obviously, the 4-year-old doesn't have an Amazon account. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, he can't remember his password, can he?
He can't, no.
Yeah.
It's SpongeBob. The fucking idiot. So, anyway, he went to buy a lolly and he's typed in 918. So they got a delivery of 918 SpongeBob lollies, and then when his mum's checked her credit card, it was £2,600.
I would make him eat
SpongeBob
them.
lollies.
I'd make him eat them all in one session.
I'd return them all, and then if they're melted.
No. Oh, eat them all in one session. That'll teach him.
Well, then she won't get her money back.
Oh, that's some lessons.
Yeah,
are more
that's quite a few
important.
squid, isn't it?
I bet the man was a bit crabby after that.
I bet, yeah.
Some other joke.
And Patrick Starr.
I bet she shit her square pants. What's the female in the spacesuit called?
Oh, is that the squirrel?
Is it
Yeah.
Sally?
Yeah,
Sandy? Is it?
Sally.
Sally,
Sally the
something
squirrel.
Sally.
Yeah,
Right.
a joke about her and all.
Yeah.
So anyway, that happened. Hundreds of Joshes fight to crown the one true Josh. So there was a guy called Josh in America who basically added a Facebook group of just people called Josh,
Right.
and loads of people kept getting invited. And anyway, he organised an event where they all met up. And not every Josh in the world attended, obviously. But
No, because that's many, Josh.
That's a plethora of Josh.
Yeah. Ooh, look at all the Josh in here.
Too many, Josh.
Just joshing about. But there was 100 showed up.
Hundreds. 100.
And they all had a fight. They had a big fight.
Right.
And they kicked shit out of one another. And at the end, the last man standing is the one true Josh. And funnily enough, Josh won.
Ah, well done, Josh. Round of applause for Josh.
Yes, well done, Josh.
So
We all know
Josh,
the one true Josh is Jesus, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the name Jesus is a translation of the name Josh, isn't it? So Jesus Christ is actually Josh Christ, and I think he's the one true Josh. God bless. God bless.
I hope that's true.
So
It is.
he rose
It's-
again. He rose again to have a big battle.
Yeah, that's it. To fight all the other Joshes, but he's like, yeah, I do miracles, mate. It doesn't even matter. Shooting lasers out of his hands or whatever he used to do.
Hitting people with wine and fish.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
And then
he chucks fish at people.
But then he started crucifying them as well. And it got a bit messy. He got a bit out of control. But, he's been dead a millennia, so he's bound to hold a grudge. Anyway, that's the news.
What was your headline again, Elvis?
A girl got killed by a wizard in Glastonbury.
Do we have any details on that one?
No. That is it. It just happened. Do you know what? It may as well be the news.
What was the wizard called?
Terry.
Terry the Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Terry. I've met him. He's got a bit of an attitude problem. He does. It all happened when his father left him, and his mother couldn't control him. Yeah. So he started gambling a little bit. He would gamble. He'd go down the old Shire, and he would gamble his days rune stones, because that's what wizards gamble with.
That's right. Yeah.
And he lost all of his runes. So he had to work to get them back. He worked for a rather angry dragon called Ian, and Ian the Angry Dragon.
Was it Ian?
Ian the Angry Dragon. You know Ian.
That's the brother of Puff, isn't it?
Yeah, Puff's mate.
Yeah,
no,
Puff's
brother,
mate,
sorry.
yeah, brother.
Yeah, Puff's brother Ian, the dragon, angry dragon. Worked him far too hard.
And their surname is Daddy, isn't it? Puff and Ian Daddy.
Puff and Ian Daddy.
I want to write a children's book called Ian Daddy the Dragon.
But yeah, so the wizard who worked for Ian, the angry dragon, worked far too hard. He worked him hard, and it made him more of an idiot. And a gambler, and he just couldn't cope, and he just went, "Yeah, I've had enough." And that little girl just got the brunt of his bad day, really.
What was the girl called?
Stephanie.
Is Stephanie your surname? First name?
Yeah, Stephanie. Stephanie.
Yeah.
Stephanie,
yeah.
The little girl. But what people don't know is she wasn't a little girl. She was a mutated blade of grass.
That it just looked a bit like a little girl.
Yeah.
Did she have a ball bag neck?
She had several.
The wizard was a lawnmower as well.
Yeah.
So what happened was someone just
cut the grass.
Someone cut the grass.
Someone cut the grass in there.
That's the news.
That's the news.
That is the news for you.
Yeah.
The news.
That's the news. That's what happens.
And it's not fake.
It's not fake at all.
None of it. They didn't kill each other. They just played with soft play things.
Yeah.
Like you'd find in a soft play.
Yeah.
And then they all circle jerked.
I can't even say it. A Josh circle
jerk. That's quite.
Is that easy to say?
Josh circle jerk. It's got a lot of.
Or a circle jerk of Josh's.
A circle jerk of Josh's. I prefer that. A circle jerk of Josh's. Yeah, I like that.
A circle jerk of Josh's.
I have a circle jerk of Josh's. It's like a
circle jerk of Josh.
Yeah, I'm going to go to a bar. Can I have a circle jerk of Josh? But you've got to tilt your head to the side and say, circle jerk of Josh.
Circle jerk of Josh.
Next time I go to Subway, I'll be like, "Oh, what filling do you want?" And I want circle jerk of Josh. on my sandwich.
What kind of bread do you want?
Circle jerk of Josh.
Yeah,
I don't know why you have to have a lisp as well when you say.
I want a circle jerk of Josh.
Circle jerk of Josh.
Do you want spicy or regular cheese, please?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh no, which one do you want? You only get
Yes,
one.
that's right. Spicy
No,
or regular.
You
yes.
get one. Which one do you want?
Yes, one of them. Thank
No,
you.
which one though? Which one do you want?
Yes,
Yes,
one
please.
of
Okay,
the available
one,
ones.
yeah, I'll
thanks.
put them both on there. Do you want it
Thank you
toasted?
very much.
Do you want it toasted?
Yes,
All of
very
you.
quickly.
Very quickly
American,
toasted.
please.
Yes.
Yes.
To America. Okay.
Yes,
do you want
medium
any...
rare.
Right. Okay. Do you want any sauce on it?
Oh, sneeze.
Sneeze sauce. Okay. So
A
you want a
little
circle
sneeze
jerker
on it.
Josh on circle jerker Josh.
Oh,
with
lovely
the
circle
cheese.
jerker Josh, please.
Slightly toasted with a sneeze sauce. Yeah.
That's correct.
Do you want a drink with that?
Oh no, sorry, I've got to go.
Okay. Shall I cancel this order then?
Yes, please.
No.
Oh, fuck you for wasting my time. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
and
Bye-bye.
you. Take care now. Bye bye.
Nah, okay. No. Hope you don't die. Okay. So yeah, that's what happens at Subway, isn't it? That's been my
Yes.
experience.
I had a Subway
too.
today.
Did you? What did you have?
The train.
Circle Jerker Josh.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I hope you do. Can you remember the
I
game
did.
Mallet Smallet?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Do you want to slow down? Because I'm just hearing loads of words.
Circle Jerker Josh. Can you remember the game Mallet? The word association game?
Mm.
Yeah? I'm just going to, throughout the rest of this recording, I'm going to just say word, and I'll just like you both, in turn, to respond with a word.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
I'll try
Are you
the
saying-
first.
It's going to be difficult for me, isn't it? Because I'm delayed.
Okay, so just assume that...
You can answer next episode.
Do I have to answer before you say it?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, give us your answer.
Okay, milkshake, I think it was.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
So, balloon.
Milkshake.
Balloon milkshake, okay. And what about you? What word association have you got
Just
there?
go with milkshake as well, Phil. I mean, Morgan.
To the yard.
Balloon to the yard, right, okay. This isn't working out, is it?
My milkshake balloon brings all the to the yard.
Right. Okay, I'm not going to do it throughout the show. We're going to get this over with. Okay, so
Okay.
my next word, can I have the answer, please, Elvis?
Yes, it's purple.
Right, carrot.
Yes,
You can have
Rabbit.
purple carrots. Yeah,
you can.
you can. So that was okay.
In fact, are they not naturally purple?
I think we changed
Is
them
it
in this country
like
to be
perverts
honest.
No,
have
isn't that,
changed them
isn't that
orange,
after
haven't they?
you've beat them? After you've beat them up?
No, it's not like a bruising. I think it's the natural colour. But I
Yes.
think perverts have made them orange.
Those dirty perverts who turned my carrot orange. It used to be purple.
Bloody
It's 'cause
pervert greengrocer.
It's because they stick them up them, that's why.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're going to go with the
After
next
they pull
word.
them out, it's orange.
Oh. Next word.
Uh, no, I'm not going to say that.
Go No, don't.
Just ticket.
Ticket. Okay.
Ticket.
The word is massive.
Massive ticket.
Massive ticket.
I've got you a massive ticket, mate.
Well, thank you very much. What is it for? Nothing.
A really
it's just
big
massive
gig.
ticket. The biggest of gigs. Okay, so what have you got there, Morgan? For massive.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, massive. Okay, sure you haven't got the delay.
Yes, it was massive.
Oh, it was massive. Okay, next one, Elvis.
Yes. I'm not going to say any vegetables. Because I think we've talked too much about veg.
We're all vegged out.
So instead, I'm going to say pork pie.
Okay, the word is fallacy.
Well, maybe that can be a little fallacy, those pork pies. You don't know what they put in them, do you?
Delicacy.
So are you responding to fallacy or pie? Pork pie? I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay,
Well done.
and the
Well
last
done,
one?
everybody.
Last one, Elvis?
Oh, the last one is cape.
Okay, and the word is Tuesday.
Yes, I'm wearing
Tuesday.
Tuesday's cape.
Yeah, it's in
Taco.
Taco Tuesday. Yes, okay. I think this worked brilliantly, and I shall do this feature every week. What do you reckon?
Yeah, we got to try something to reel them in, haven't we? So, this Morgan's Has questions, as I was alluding to earlier, is based on my birthday.
Oh yes, yeah.
So I thought, right, and I don't want to take over the show, make it all about me.
Oh,
But
well, why change that now?
exactly. So I thought we'd do a bit of true or false, and I'm going to give some facts about Morgan Fantastic. A kind of this is your life.
Wow.
And you have to tell me if it's true or if it's false.
Okay.
And I'll give you points.
Yeah, brilliant.
True.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
A point for Deborah. What's her name?
True.
Brenda,
Deborah.
don't.
So you got Brenda, Herod, and Bambi. Okay. Right.
Is there
little
anything else I can help you with?
yes, please be quiet. Okay, so the first question. My first ever live gig I went to was Steps. True or false? Herod.
Ooh. I might say that's true.
Okay, Bambi.
True.
Brenda.
True.
It was true. Yeah, I was into Steps, and I got really excited when H came out. Second question. I used to play the trombone. True or false?
I'll say true to this. I think I may have heard you mention it. No, I think I'm even better. I think I heard you playing it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Bambi.
Yeah, that's a true.
I think it's true. Yeah.
Brenda.
True. You nerd.
It's false. I used to play the
the
trumpet.
trumpet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah,
the
good
little
one. I
pack,
like that.
like the little butter man.
Yeah, little Lurpak song.
Well, actually, no, he played the trombone.
He
I
did, yeah.
Yeah. I once competed in the national the national youth boat bell boating competition in Nottingham. True or false?
It seems quite specific, but I might throw in a false for that one, just because.
Yeah, I'm going falsies as well because you've never been to Nottingham. I've got a map of everywhere you've ever been.
Brenda?
True. Poo poo face.
It was true, yeah.
Oh, Brenda was right.
A national
Right.
youth bell boating competition, and we came third in the whole country.
Wow, what is a
Wow.
bell boat?
I've got a bronze medal. So basically, you know, like kayaking and canoeing. So
Yeah.
you've got like a big long canoe, but bell boats are two attached to each other with like
Oh, with a
wires
crossbeam
in the
type
middle.
thing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a raft basically. So you got people rowing on one side, people rowing on the other.
But in opposite directions, you just go in a circle.
Yeah, well, that's what I have. But yeah, we in national championships, and we came third,
That's pretty
and
good.
that's my greatest success. And then I got into drugs, and like every sports star, my career went down the pan. I didn't make the Olympics, so on my first day of school, I wet myself. True or false?
True.
True.
Brenda?
I don't care.
Okay, it was true. I pissed my pants on the first
Wow,
day.
that must have been really embarrassing. At
Secondary
senior
school.
Yeah, it really was.
Why? I mean, what happened?
So
Was it-
basically, it was like the first day, and I had no idea where the toilets were, and I was a little bit shy, and I couldn't really speak to anyone.
Yeah.
So I walked into the corner of the playground next to the wall, and just wet myself.
Oh.
Oh, mate.
I'm just covered in piss, and my dad picked me up from school.
And he'd wet himself as well.
He did.
You're
And
just
then-
like me, son.
Yeah,
I've done the same look.
played.
And he said, "What's that smell?" And I was like, "I wet myself." He said, "Why?" I went, "Couldn't find the toilet." So
So
That's a
you were-
beautiful story. I love
Yeah.
I was, and funnily enough, I wasn't bullied at school. I think they just didn't talk to me because I smelled of piss all the time. True or false? I nearly drowned
What,
Okay.
just now?
In his own piss.
in life. In life, I've nearly drowned.
The life.
Nearly
around
died.
Oh, it's so emo. I've just drowned in life. I think it's
Ooh.
true.
Okay.
Well, I might just say false just to be
Okay.
different.
Brenda?
Of course you did, pissy pants.
It's true, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. See,
Nearly
Brendan,
died.
Wow.
Where
Nearly
did
died
that
in a
happen?
lake. So swimming in a lake, and I got
Right.
cramp,
Oh, dear me.
Ooh.
and I couldn't swim no lot more.
Yeah.
And I actually sank in the water, and I was sinking down. And my friend who I was with, was quite a strong lad. He swam, picked me out the water like Sam and Frodo in Lord of the Rings.
Mm.
I literally swam all the way back to the, and we were quite far out. Swam back to the shore with one arm, saved my life.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That reminds me of
Frodo.
that film where it starts
Flipper.
with that young girl, and she gets cramp when she's swimming and dies, and then they have to shut the beaches, but the mayor wants to keep the beaches open. Like,
Isn't
no,
that
'cause
Jaws?
loads of- Oh yeah, it's a shark, not cramp. Sorry,
Yeah.
those two mixed up.
Yeah. I once served the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz.
Fuck off.
Is
the
that
real
false?
one?
True, yeah, true or false?
Was it the real one?
True or false? I'll tell you.
False.
True.
You are the lion, you prick.
Oh, you are the lion. You
It's true. The real lion from The Wizard of Oz. I served him.
Wow.
What, like in
It's-
papers?
No, I was a waiter at a restaurant and I served him. He was the Cowardly Lion, the actor. He wasn't
Yeah.
dressed as the
He
lion.
wasn't in full attire. Going, put him up!
I asked him to pay at the end and he refused. He was like, "Put him up, put him up." Yeah, he was like in his 90s. I think
And
he's dead now.
And he didn't have
Yeah.
his costume.
He wasn't in costume, no,
Pitiful.
but he looked like him. And I asked him,
Aw.
I asked what his name was, and he told me his name, and then I googled it, and it was him. Yeah, I think he's dead now. I'm not sure. If he's not dead, I apologize. I hope he isn't. But yeah, and do you know what? He was a really lovely man. And then probably someone will listen to this, comment it, and go, "He died 50 years ago. What you?"
Yeah. Wow.
But I'm adamant. I served him.
Well, when I was doing the conventions, like the Comic Cons, the guy who played one of the original Turtles was there, like as in the 80s, 90s movies.
Was
And
it
he,
Raphael?
I don't know which one it was, and he still had his original costume, or I can't remember if he said it was the original one, or he, bless him, made his own afterwards to start going to
Wow.
conventions years later. So I don't know how much work he got after the Turtles, but it was very nice and quite sad all at the same time.
Which guy was it from the Turtles? Sorry.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it was, but it was one of the dudes.
Michelangelo.
Yeah, why not?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm only giving you half the story. Here.
I've just looked up the Cowardly Lion here.
Yeah.
Are you
It
looking
says
that
this-
up?
His name's Burt La, I believe it's spelled.
Is he alive?
He's dead.
When did he die?
In 1967. I didn't know you were a waiter in the 60s.
So who did you serve?
I wonder who it was.
What was
Honestly,
I was
I have been adamant for 33 years of my life. I was even adamant before I met him that I served the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz.
That's amazing.
Are you sure he's dead? Died in 1962.
It definitely is him. He was born in 1895.
So who the fuck did I
died in
serve?
67.
A Cowardly Lion, mate. Like
Yeah.
Who
You-
did? It's just
you
a guy who performed it like in a panto or something.
you.
It might have
served
just
a
been.
cat.
It could have just been that.
Honestly, I remember bragging about this. I remember telling people at work. I remember putting it on Facebook. I've told people for years, like, you know, when people say, "Oh, what celebrities have you met?" I've always said that I served the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. And I'm going to continue to say it as well.
I'm going to start referring to you as the Cowardly Liar from now on.
The Cowardly Liar from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. We should do a segment every week where you just do a name drop of someone you've never met. Make up a really elaborate story about it.
I once
Oh my
helped
God.
Barbara Windsor
just-
home with her shopping.
This keeps happening to me. I must either have dreams or joke about something, and then years later, because my memory's that bad, that I believe it. Me and Herod were talking about this last week. For years, I have told this story about how our friends were performing at Newcastle Theatre, and
right.
Ian McKellen came into the dressing room and told them to shut the fuck up because they were being too loud.
Could you keep the noise down, please?
And for years, I've told this story about how our friend Owen got told off by Ian McKellen. But when we were talking about it this week, he went, Phil, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never met Ian McKellen. And me and Herod were like, what? I have told this story for years. So who that happened to, if it did happen, or if I've made it up as a joke and then just believed it, I don't know.
I heard the story myself, and so I don't know how that happened.
But now I'm having like this Matrix questioning reality.
I think it's like a kind of Mandela effect type thing.
I was just about to say that. I think it might be the Mandela effect. Do you know what that is? Are you just
is that basically where stories have just gone down?
Oh, just changed, isn't it? Yeah.
The reason it got called the Mandela effect was because one of the stories with people that thought Nelson Mandela had died in prison.
Yeah. So there's two sets of memories, isn't there?
Yeah.
And he didn't because I'd served him.
As the Cowardly Lion.
Nelson Mandela and the Cowardly Lion out for lunch.
At TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays.
At Teesside Park. Anyway, last question, and we'll finish the segment. I once broke my leg. Yeah, you're right. It's false.
Oh, okay.
Right, well done. The winner of the True or False Morgan Fantastic edition. Next week we might do a Bambi or a Herod one, if you like. The winner is, drum roll, Bambi.
Hey, thank you. I'd like to thank you.
I'm glad that's over.
Me too. Yeah.
Bambi, you win a made-up story of someone that you've served in a restaurant. That's your prize.
Well, that's the time I was working at Kansas Bar and Grill over at Teesside Park, and I was a bar person, but I was working the service bar, which was out the back. So you just get the drinks ready for the tables. Well, you'll know that, Morgan. You've done this kind of thing. So I was working the service bar, but there was not enough waiters to take food out. And the only waiter that was there was one guy who had really bad depth perception because he recently lost an eye. So he took out a table's worth of food, and he dropped it. Basically, he put it down with harsher force than he meant to, and the food went all over the table. And they were already short staffed, so they're trying to clean that up. So they asked me to serve another table, and I went out and served, and it was Sir Ian McKellen.
No, it wasn't.
He was there. Yeah, he took Owen out for a date because he felt bad for shouting at him. It's a true story. That's who I served.
Right. Herod, who did you serve?
I did once wee on the shoes of Al Jolson.
I remember
By
that.
accident.
That's a true story.
We were stood next to each other at the urinal, and I looked at him and I was like, "You're Al Jolson." "Oh, sorry, mate," and I'd weed all over his shoes.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, that's all right." He said, "Don't worry, mate. It's all right. See you later." So he made his way back to the wherever we were.
It was the Unicorn ship, wasn't it?
That's right. Yes, the Unicorn.
We were on the
ship.
Unicorn ship.
We were, with all the unicorns on a ship, and we were travelling, weren't we?
We were travelling around the universe, spreading unicorn muck.
Unicorn muck is better.
It is.
I once served Duncan Bannatyne, and he only tipped me a £5, and I thought, what a cheapskate.
Well, someone that rich doesn't get that rich by not being a cheapskate.
That is true. Yeah, he was a nice guy though.
Tight as arseholes though.
Yeah.
I will wait until your life gets interesting. I understand that might be a long time, but I am Brenda the ever fucking living.
Okay, Brenda. Cheers. let's do some dislikes and likes. What have we got, guys?
Ooh. There's so
We'll start
many
with Elvis.
things. So many
There's
things.
Elvis.
Hello. I don't like everything.
Okay.
I think like there's very little that I like anymore,
Oh.
and I'm trying to love more. I'm trying to express my love, but it's just turned into like blind hatred, and I just wish people dead all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I could choose out of the vast catalogue of
array of-
hatred
Yeah.
Everything.
that I have, yeah,
Narrow it down.
narrow it down to something in particular.
Yeah.
I would probably just say like politics, the government. That winds me up something rotten.
Yeah.
So much so that I can't even pay attention to it anymore. And I know that people say that we shouldn't really be ignorant about these things, but I think it's my own mental health that suffers by actually paying an interest in politics, because they're all so bloody corrupt and rotten. So fuck those people. Dead.
Indeed.
Fuck them dead.
Fuck those people.
Fuck them dead.
This is a political message
From
the
Elvis
Daft-
Herod.
from the Daft Hour.
From the Daft Hour.
Fuck them people.
Fuck
dead.
them people dead. Almost like let my people go, isn't it?
Fuck them people dead. I love the thought that my wife is in the next room, only hearing part of this, and I just come out with "fuck them people dead," and the neighbours next door can also hear that.
God,
Putting a little child to bed. Night night, sweetheart. Night night, mummy. Fuck them people dead.
Yeah, fuck them dead.
yeah.
I don't like them. They're all bastards,
They are.
and I dislike that. It's not really very funny, though, is it?
It's
Doesn't have to be.
hilarious. It doesn't have to be.
Doesn't
It's
have
got to
to
be
be.
genuine.
Yeah, came from the heart. That fuck them people dead from the heart.
With love.
With love. Fuck them dead. Fuck them dead.
Okay, what have you got, Morgan?
Presumptions is a
Presumption.
dislike.
So
Presumption.
You dislike
So-
presumption.
Yeah, I dislike people who presume stuff about people.
I presumed you did.
Yeah. Presumptions about people, just I like judging them by, I don't know, for whatever reason. So, for example, is someone looked at you and made a presumption about you based
Yep.
on either the way you dress or just the way you are.
Oh, absolutely.
And I get it all the time, and it's really, really grinds my gears.
Have you got an example that can be spoken about?
Presumptions, how like people think because I'm short that I'm automatically a geeky person, which is true. I'm a bit geeky about some things, but like then they'll say something like, "Oh, I bet you play Dungeons and Dragons," and no, I don't like stuff like that. I don't have the mentality to or the patience to play board games. Dungeons and Dragons is like would be a literal hell for me, because I tell a lie. I sat down and tried to play it once with someone, and I thought it was going to be like having a bit of a laugh with your friends, and boy, they take that shit seriously.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes.
And
I've witnessed that.
I got told off for just trying to make a joke out of it, and I thought, well, I'm not playing that ever again. That's awful. That's like dreadful. So other presumptions. I don't like football. I do like football. I watch football all the time. Just don't presume stuff.
Yeah.
Get your chance to get to know me before you presume. But yeah, I just people who just presume stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
it happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you know, we're probably guilty of doing it as well. But
Well, when I used to have long hair, people presumed I was like a mosher. I wasn't. I was just so lazy, I never got my hair cut.
Yeah.
You could presume
And
I was
just-
lazy. That's fine.
and when you worked at a shop, Bambi,
They presumed I gave a fuck what they were talking about.
people presumed that you were friendly.
Yeah, and they were so wrong, weren't they?
Exactly. Don't
Absolute
presume.
ignorant
don't wanna-
pricks.
I don't want to talk or help you.
Yeah. What, you think because I'm at the counter with a little name badge saying, how can I help, that I'm going to help you? That's really presumptuous of you. Now fuck off.
Exactly. And just because I served the Cowardly Lion, you can't presume that I was in the 60s.
You can't presume that was real either, to be fair. That's what I've learned from this. We
I have
can't
no
presume
idea
anything.
what is real and what isn't anymore. It's blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's mine. Bambi, do you have anything this week?
It's nothing near as good as any of you used to's. I very much dislike that I am a 42-year-old man and I've got a greasy spot on my nose right here.
Yeah, I dislike
Why does that happen? Yeah, why does that happen? I don't wash it in bacon fat anymore.
Is it poppable?
Probably
No,
because you've been
no.
doing stuff.
Yeah,
so you've been bit sweaty.
It's the mask wearing and all that kind of stuff.
Of course
Yeah.
it is. And
But-
and the 42 thing, that's just age. Everyone gets it.
Thank you for that, Doc.
Everyone has an age, I'm afraid.
Terminal age.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all terminal.
We're all terminally aging.
So, before we go, boys, we got to do our socials.
Oh, yes. Let's do
So,
our socials.
actually, why don't I name the platform and then you can guess what our social is, and then I'll obviously
Correct
have
it.
to correct it. Yeah.
Yep.
So Twitter.
So our Twitter handle is well daft lads have a proper raving gangbang with a dolphin and a light fixing.
It's at Daft Hour, but thank you.
Okay, that was close.
Facebook.
Oh yeah, so it's Facebook / from Guns N' Roses absolutely loves gardening and picking his nose and making monsters that resemble his former bandmate Axel.
Yeah, it's Facebook / the Daft Hour.
Yep.
Email.
So it is at the Daft Hour.
No.
It is the Daft Hour at gmail.com. Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
So close.
Yeah.
It's the Daft Hour at gmail.com.
Excellent.
And our YouTube is
getting cancelled because we've shown pictures of donkey porn.
YouTube. Just search us at the Daft Hour. If you're listening on one of our platforms of the podcast, you've already found us, but we are available on most podcasts platforms.
So please listen to us on multiple podcasts.
So
please.
once you've listened to us, and you listen to us again on someone else.
Why don't you multicast?
Yes. Yes. Do we have a name of the show?
Yeah.
It should be the name of the Cowardly Lion, really. Do you not think? Should we just call it Burt
I wrote-
La?
Right. I had two options.
Okay, let's see your options.
I had Circle Jerk Josh, and I had Cowardly Liar of the Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
But we could call it what you just said. Was it
What was his name?
She's just called Burt La. I think
So,
it's La. L-A-H-R. La.
Burt
Something like
La. I served Burt La.
I served Burt La.
That's the name of the show.
that. I serve Burt La. That is it.
That's
So
it.
the name of the show is
I served.
served Burt
Burt
La.
Well done.
Well done, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for
coming.
Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, we apologise for the delay in between episodes. We are going to try and improve and get content out more regularly and a bit more of a schedule to it.
Get your content out.
Get your content out for the lads, eh?
Get your
But
content out.
we do thank you very much for listening.
We do.
Show us your content.
Yeah.
Why don't you contact us as well? You can contact us on Twitter or email and tell us about people that you haven't served in a restaurant.
I wonder who it was you served.
The Cowardly
I wonder
Lion.
who it actually was. Because if it was that guy, he must have looked pretty messy by that
He
point.
was a zombie,
I mean, we're
and
talking
he was
like
he was a lion as well.
What we're talking 30 or 40 years after his death. Is
Yeah.
that right? Oh, hold on.
It might have been his son.
Are
You
you,
know,
are you
Could have
getting
been.
pretty powdery at that point?
I don't.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
don't
so.
know. I
You
You
think
probably
Oh.
don't. You don't smell anymore, do you?
No, I don't think you would smell. There
The
wouldn't
whole
even. there'd
rotting
be-
process.
Are you
has
even
gone
there
down.
at that point? Are you not
I think
just
so. I think
dust?
no, skeletons go longer, don't they? Because we find them, don't we?
I mean, maybe it wasn't
Oh,
him.
yeah.
Maybe it was just some merchandise, or like a DVD of the film or something. And you
What's
kind
your
of
favourite merchandise, Elvis?
Oh, Nicholas Lyndhurst merchandise.
Nicholas Lyndhurst merchandise.
Yeah.
There is more of it out there than you'd believe. Well,
Yeah,
no, you
I
would know
think
because
so.
you've searched it, haven't you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
we-
don't sell Nicholas Lyndhurst merchandise. We're not affiliated with it in any way.
No.
No.
But please go out there and buy some.
Please do.
And send us some photos of you and your Nicholas Lyndhurst merchandise on our social media platforms aforementioned by myself. Not the silly ones that Phil give. The ones that I give are the correct ones. Search us and say thank you for listening.
And on that note, let's all say good night, sweetheart.
Good night,
And,
sweetheart.
uh,
That's a good joke. Well done.
That was good.
And
It doesn't get any better than that. Stop. No, that's it. Stop.